Welcome to Fair Game. I'm Kristine Leahy. My guest today went from the CFL's Toronto Argonauts to making a huge impact on this season's Indianapolis Colts playoff run. Wide receiver Dontrelle Inman is here. Dontrelle, thanks for coming.
No problem. What's up, Kristine? How you doing?
So let's just get this out of the way right off the bat. If the NFL had an award for best midseason free agent pickup, that's got to be you. How do we make this happen?
There's a bunch of players out there now. I don't want to go ahead and just say it would be me, but
I'll say it.
Okay, you said it would be me, so
Yes,
I'll
go ahead.
I'll run with that. I think I was in Florida. I just got back from the Colts a week before I got signed. They asked me to come in for, it was a workout per se. It wasn't really a workout because I know 5 guys on that offensive staff. So Coach Frank Wright, Coach Brady, Nick Sirianni, and so all of them know me as a player. But they just said, hey, just come in so I can see if you're still in shape. I stayed there for like 3 or 4 hours after visiting with them. They were, I think, 2 seconds away from pulling the trigger, and they said, we can't do it. Because if you sign somebody, you have to release somebody.
Yes.
And that person may not be a receiver you're releasing. You may be releasing a linebacker, a tight end. So roster moves are very tricky. So they say we can't do it, stay by the phone. At that point, I'm like, you know what? I need to continue to plan my life after football. So I'm working out. I get the text from Chris Ballard, and he says, get ready to work.
Aww.
I said, I won't disappoint you, Chris. And from there, went to work and just started grinding every day.
Prior to the Colts, was there another team that you thought might give you a call?
There were a couple of teams who gave me a call. It was the Patriots, the Browns, the Texans, also the Cowboys. I think another team was the Saints. So five teams that were in the playoffs gave me a call to come in week 1 of training camp, I believe. And the contracts that they were offering, I felt like it wasn't for me.
Okay.
So I made a decision to wait and just wait for the right opportunity.
So you got the right one.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like for a player when you're sitting there, you know you're better than some of the guys that you're watching on TV at that point, and you're just having to wait until you get an opportunity?
It sucks, but it's a part of our world. Everything is a business, no matter big or small.
Did you call any other players and ask for advice?
I called Dwight Freeney. I called Dwight early in free agency. This is when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my career. And he said he didn't sign till mid-season, waiting on the right opportunity. I said, wow. I said, what happens week 1 if you don't sign? He said, well, your contract's not guaranteed anymore. And I said, okay, so I have to make the decision. One of the agents that I let go was trying to pressure me into, signing early, going to training camp, just because a team showed interest. And I said, I don't know if this is a great fit. Either I can play for this season and retire, or I can wait for the right opportunity and, extend my playing career. And rightfully so, I waited and things panned out the right way. It was the best decision that I made in my career, up to this point.
You bet on yourself.
I bet on myself.
So you went to the Colts this year. You and Andrew Luck seemed like you had pretty immediate chemistry. What does that mean for you? Because chemistry to me means, okay, good conversation, it just naturally flows. What does that mean for a receiver and a quarterback?
So as a receiver, you always want the quarterback to fend for you. You always want the quarterback to seek you out in the moment of the game, right? So I think my moment with the Chargers was when Keenan Allen got hurt and Phillip Rivers said, hey, no, Dontrelle, you go run this route, right? So the moment that happened with Andrew was the Texans game. So it was the first round of the playoffs, and Andrew says, no, Dontrelle, you go here, go run that corner. And that was the touchdown play. So he goes and says, hey, no, you run this route. So at that moment as a receiver, you've gained so much confidence from the quarterback. Yeah. And from then you're like, yes, finally, it's here. So it means everything to have that confidence, because once he says that, once he does that, the ball's coming your way.
Can you imitate Andrew's cadence at the line?
I'll try. It's because Andrew has 10 different cadences, right?
Okay.
So we start.
Is this normal?
It's really not normal.
Okay. Why does he do this?
He has this thing about I can gain 5 to 10 yards in the game if I switch my cadence up in a critical moment.
Okay. Is that true?
So I'm gonna give you an example,
Okay.
right? So the second time we played the Texans, it was 2 minutes left. The Texans had no timeouts. Andrew uses cadence to make Clowney jump off sides.
Oh.
Game over.
Oh, that's good. He's smart, huh?
So he's smart. He's a Stanford guy. He's a Stanford guy.
Yeah, you told me something that I found very interesting about Andrew Luck and his cell phone.
Okay.
Yeah, what?
So Andrew Luck does not have an iPhone, smartphone, Android, Samsung, anything. He has a flip phone.
A flip phone, like a Motorola,
Motorola.
Razr.
It's a Samsung flip phone. I think. I don't know, but
Why?
His theory is, but I call it cheating because he has an iPad. So I'm like, you have an iPad, so you have some type of smart device.
Yeah.
But his thing is that the world is changing and it's changing in the wrong way. He's saying technology is taking over communications, taking over dating, is taking over our daily interactions. He's saying that
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. You know, it's funny because Chris Ballard, our GM, walked in and he walked past me. He was like, I thought you was an older veteran guy. You were on your phone too. So everybody in the locker room just sitting. But it was one of those things where everybody's on their phone now.
Is he that kind of guy? Like he'll walk around the room in the locker room and he really is the leader?
Andrew, he definitely is.
Yeah.
Andrew demands so much. In the huddle, if you're talking, he was like, shut up, don't talk in my huddle. Like,
Whoa, really?
But we'll laugh, though.
Oh.
We'll laugh.
He's kind of joking.
Yeah, he's not joking, though.
Oh, he's not joking.
But
Okay.
just his dad voice. He has a dad voice.
His dad voice.
He has a dad voice. It's a little grainy, and we're like, okay, Andrew, we'll talk in your huddle. And we'll tap each other and just start laughing. It's just one of those things. He was like, no joking. Not right now. No joking. Like he'll say that.
Wow.
Because a lot of guys, there's different type of personalities in the huddle, especially older guys. Older guys are like, okay, what's the play? I don't need any hoorah. I don't need any pep talk. What's the play?
Is he a hoorah guy?
At times. He's one of those guys. His thing is nothing changes. Nothing changes, right? So you could be in the locker room, game over. We won the game. Hey, Andrew, you want to go out tonight? Nothing changes.
Oh,
so
my God.
He didn't say that. I'm just giving you an example.
No.
Nothing changes. So I think it was the first round of the playoffs. I mean, we, at the point where we knew that we were going to win the game, came over to Andrew, I shook his hand, and he says, nothing changes. I said, Andrew, it's okay.
Hey, calm down.
It's okay, Andrew.
Wait, the funniest thing I heard, we had a player on here who had sacked Andrew. And he said he thought he hit him real hard, like he was even hurting. Andrew got up and shook his hand and said, good job, that was a really great play. That's bizarre.
That's Andrew, though.
Really?
That is Andrew. He loves the game of football. On both sides. He's a competitor, but at the same time, he's a great teammate. He's a good sport. He believes in clean football.
Clearly.
That's just him. That's just him.
All right, so the big question, are you going to be back with the Colts next year?
That is a big question. I do not know. I hope so. I love those guys.
You want to be?
I want to be. I do want to be a Colt. I say for young players and players that are, that come from where I've came from, that it's hard when you don't have someone in the building pulling and rooting for you. Coach Frank Reich, I played with for 2 years. Nick Sirianni, I played with 4 years. I built the trust within those guys to say, hey, I need Dontrelle Inman here in this locker room. So for me, I want to stay. I want to be a Colt.